song that I wrote with Colin Allen, the drummer that used to be in the Big Rock Band and used to be in the BBQ, that's the British Blues Quintet, and we wrote it for Jimmy Witherspoon, and he recorded this when he was about 73, and he still sounded better then after throat cancer than I will do tonight. However, it never ran it true. It is such as true today as when we wrote it. It never rains, but it fucking pours.
You could say I've done some living. You could say I've been around, just taking care of business. Well, I think I've got it down. I give my trail trouble, that's for sure. It never rains, but it pours. Everybody's got a problem. Oh, not across too bad. But with me, I think it's women.
So you've been here in performing at the Rother Bluestage 3 years ago with John Lord. Kind of a similar situation. You came together and rehearsed before the show.
Yeah, well, we're all busy doing other things all over the place, and it was just a nice, a good idea. I've only worked with Dave, on the BBQ things. So I've never, and 1 or 2 gigs with the blues band. So it was nice to say, oh, he said, come out, and there's, you know, with Jeff and Pick. I don't think I've ever played with Pick before. So, you know, new people for me. It's a little late in my life, but I'm enjoying moving around and working with different people.
And it's kind of a challenge then when you're playing with them.
Oh, well, to be instant, well, yes. Not really, though, because they're all the tunes, the songs and stuff are things that, whether I've played them before or not, they're in the back of my head through hearing them played by other people for so long, you know. So I get a chance to play it. I've been playing with a band called the Chess Masters in England, which is the same sort of thing. All vintage blues and rhythm and blues tunes, you know, that I may or may have not played in my band, but just listened to people playing or have played them when I was young, you know, and I just haven't touched them for some time. So, and a lot of people would say, well, you should have been playing them all this time. Yeah.
What memories do you have of the gig with John Lord and Pete York 3 years ago?
Sure. Oh, well, all positive, all great. It's just very sad the way it ended up. We were thinking of, because even at that time, John was thinking of maybe doing a larger tour, as it were, a bigger thing with us. I mean, he didn't have to really work. He was really relaxed in all the people that were in that band. He was reasonably relaxed that we could all hold our own if necessary. We could all be doing it, you know, and he'd be accompanying us and vice versa. It's a good, you know, it's great to be doing things with people that they all have their own bands, or they all are able to just do it solo if they had to. And so that was enjoyable. And of course I hadn't really seen or talked to John for many years. Not since back in the 60s, really. We both had different paths to follow.
Slipping and a sliding, peeping and a hiding, been told a long time ago. Slipping and a sliding, peeping and a hiding, been told a long time ago. I've been told, baby, you've been born, I'm gonna be a
What's your connection with blues? That's
well, look, I played with Dave Kelly many, many years before I played with Dire Straits, because I had, unlike Mark and especially John and David, I did have a career before Dire Straits in music. They didn't. And Dave was one of the people I played with. I used to work at a studio called Rockfield Studios, and that introduced me to quite a few people. I was resident at the studio, and I could play with whoever needed. It may not even been the drums. It could easily have been, oh, do you want a tambourine or do you want some percussion? You know, and that would serve as some kind of introduction to the people, and you would end up, you know, working probably outside the studio with them. So I worked with Dave for a long time, and I played with the John Dummer blues band, which I think Dave was in it. It starts to get a bit vague, but I played then post. After Dire Straits, I played with Dave when he wasn't playing with the blues band and the Dave Kelly band, and I've always enjoyed blues because it's like a bottle of wine. A good bottle of wine, it just tastes better when it's a little bit older, and some music doesn't do that. You know, pop music, a lot of pop music it's of the moment, but the minute that you're 60 years old like me and you sing old songs, it doesn't have the same appeal. To me, pop music is visceral. It's about sex and all those kind of wonderful things that are just distant memories for me now. So it sits easily with me to play the blues, and I like swing. I like when music swings, you know, as in like sultans of swing, you know. So it comes easily to me, and I enjoy its kind of it's realness, really, you know.
It's a not a new situation for you, but tonight you haven't rehearsed all together. Is it a kind of a challenge for you too?
No, I don't see it as a challenge. I see that as a sort of a missed opportunity, because we could have been a bit more adventurous with the songs. But it's like a lot of things these days. Time is money, and people are doing all sorts of different things, and we couldn't find a day when everybody was available. And I don't live in London anymore as well, so it's quite complicated for me, because I have to stay somewhere because everybody else is in London, and that costs money, and I have family commitments outside of London as well, so proved a bit elusive, the rehearsal. We'll have a rehearsal this afternoon.
Don't tell me that you don't, babe, I know you do. Don't tell me that you don't, babe, I know you do. You've started telling lies. Come on now, tell me why. Don't take me for a fool. It seems as though you do. Don't take me for a fool. It seems as though you do. Let's stop this wasting time. I think I see the sign. I don't need to know who. I don't need to know when. I don't need to know where. It's all that I care. Well, it seems like you wanna be the back door girl. You want.
Gary, 10 years ago you were part of other British blues all-stars. You performed at Notoden some years later, and now with British Blues All-Stars again.
I was indeed, yes. We did, Tom McGuinness and I from the blues band did the Notoden Festival with, it was a good lineup actually. It was Kim Simmons from Savoy Brown, Colin Allen on drums, Steve Baton, a great sax player from Paul Carrick's band on sax, Bob Hall, of course. It was he put the thing together, and Peter Green, and yeah, it was a lot of fun doing it. It was they recorded it. There's an album of it. It's could be better, but it was you know, it was all sort of swept up in the excitement of it all. But yeah, this is a different thing. This is a, you know, let's be honest, it's a new venture for us, and we are looking to, you know, maybe come back in October. I think might not be exactly the same lineup, but and maybe tour. And it'd be nice to do, you know, one or two things with Dave outside of the blues band, you know. So yeah, looking forward to tonight. A bit nervous, but we'll do our best.
You're the first one to admit, because the other guys didn't admit.
Well, yeah, I'm not very good at being cool, so yeah.